This is that clasp I was talking about that's part of a ventilator mask. And it's just a piece of plastic that holds the elastic there, and you pull it to tighten. You just pull it this way, and that's it. And it can't go back. It can't go backwards, you see. It just sits like that. See, I'm pulling it here, it won't go backwards. And at the end, so these are ones for the top and bottom, but the ones for, there's one that goes around your back. At the end it just has, well, it has one of these at the end, and then there's one of these. And then there's a plastic hook here on the other side, and you put this behind your, neck, and once you tighten it, this is behind your neck, and you pop that in there, and that's it. If I could do it with one hand, I could do it behind my head anyway. So here, so you pop it behind your head, your head, and that's it. It's been tightened, and you see this nut. There's no weird gimmicky moving parts or anything, or those toggles or anything like that. And I mean, I think that this elastic has been through so much, and it's not even stretchy anymore, to be honest, after like 10 years of painting and crap like that, and sanding. And so that just leads me to believe that any ropes, it doesn't really extend, any rope or that folded over material that has been proposed to use on the masks is going to work. Another thing that I wanted to show, since you guys are watching this, if you're watching this, is that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, because this is something that people have sort of tested at 3M. Whoever makes these masks, and there's this little how to secure it above your head tightly. So this goes over your head. This is something that I mean, I wouldn't 3D print this really. I would just create two different bands and weld them together at 90 degrees here. They're just flat. They're just some flat sections like that, and then create this shape, and then this goes on top of the head, right? Boop. And it holds the front of the mask, pulled up against the face, and then this goes around the back, and so that's the attachment. So it's this stuff here. This could be 3D printed. I bet pretty quickly. A lot less sort of material here to really worry about. This is flexible though. Maybe we need something like PTG, or it wouldn't be, maybe ABS would do it, but it wouldn't be PLA. But you could do it. It just wouldn't flex. And then of course we're left with a cool design for the mask that we're working on one, but this is any mask at this stage would work. And the key here, another thing that I wanted to show was something that when I see the designs for these masks, the Montana masks and stuff, you see this on the inside. I was just fitting one of the filters. It doesn't fit very well, so ignore that. Is you see these are as to the front as possible of the mask, and that is something also that's reflected here. The attachments are at the front of the mask. Another thing to point out, and sorry, this is so nasty. Here's one that's not so nasty for you to look at. But you see this material, how it's folded over, right? It folds over and it creates a nice smooth edge, and maybe Ninja Flex or something like that could be done, or maybe that could be something that is created out of a silicone mold. I think that's what Stephen was talking about. material you make out of, I think it was silicon and cornstarch. But the benefit of this is it's a lot easier to sort of adapt to your face than something else altogether like this. Although this can be heat treated and pushed up against your face, so the sizing of the different types of masks that is being discussed, like having 2-3 different types of masks, I don't think that's really something that we need to concern ourselves about, because heat treating, because if we just put a heating, like I was going to say a blowtorch, but a heat gun, if we just put a heat gun here slowly, this is going to melt. It's going to be really, really pliable. And it's not going to be that hot. If you could just push this up, even as it is against your face, and pinch the nose, and lift the middle and pinch your nose, this will make a perfect seal. Even while it's hot, it's just going to be a little hot, like a warm shower, and push these around your face. Anyway, that's it. I wanted to I've been meaning to do this for a while, so I'm sharing here.